Alright, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. I do have the new Kylie Cosmetics Sippin' Pretty palette. Now, I did go ahead and tell you guys it was a little bit too expensive for me. Like $65 is a lot of money, but my sweet little sister went ahead and got the palette for me because she knew I was having a rough few weeks, so I am so grateful for her. But when I went ahead and opened up this palette, I realized it looks so much more prettier in person than it did online. So let me go ahead and show y'all really quickly. Alright, so this is what it looks like, you guys, and I think it looks so pretty and nice. It's very simple, but at the same time I kind of like that. So when you go ahead and open it up, these are what the colors look like, and in person these look a whole lot better, because when I saw it on Trend Mood, I was like, you know what, it's a nice palette, but I'm not gonna go ahead and get it. But in person, you guys, I just think it's a lot prettier. So I'm excited to go ahead and play with this. Hopefully they blend well, they don't look ashy on my eyes, and I just hope it works. Okay, so y'all want to stick around and see what it ends up looking like on my face, then go ahead and keep on watching. So the first thing I'm gonna do is add a little bit of powder underneath my eyes, because I don't know if they have any fallout yet when it comes to the shadows. So just to protect myself, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little bit of powder underneath my eyes. Now, when it comes to reading the names of the shadows, it's kind of confusing because I don't know if it goes from left to right or right to left. It's kind of hard to see. So what I'm going to do is just use my brush and point at the shadows just to make it a little bit easier. So the first shade I'm going to take is this one right here. It's like a milky brown color. And I'm just going to put that in my crease because I always have to put a brown in my crease no matter what. So let's go ahead and see how this blends out. So it's actually blended very well in the crease, which I'm really shocked by, because when it comes to brown shades and palettes, they usually never show up on my skin. So this one looks pretty good so far, and it's blending well too. Now, I've never used Kylie shadows before because I always thought, you know, this sounds pretty bad, but I always thought it would never blend well. I don't know what it is, but I just never thought she would have good shadows. I do like the lip kits, I will say that, but when it came to the shadows, I was just like, no, I'm not gonna buy it. So I am low-key impressed right now. I will say they're blending very, very well. Alright, so moving on to the next color, I'm gonna take this shade right here. It's a very mauve pink shade. I think it looks so pretty. So let me just put that in the crease also. I will say the brown kind of looks a little bit pink on the eyes. Like at first it went on brown, but it looks a little bit pink on the eyes, which is still fine. But let me just go ahead and put this in the crease also and see how that blends. You guys, I'm really shocked right now. Like, I wasn't expecting this palette to be anything special. Like, y'all don't understand. I didn't ask my sister for this palette. I was actually gonna go ahead and pass up on it, but the colors just look so good on the eyes. I'm gonna add a little bit to this eye too, and they're just blending really well. Now, I really want to go ahead and add that pink in the palette because I just feel like the whole theme is based on the color pink. So this shade right here, I do want to add in my outer crease and just see what that looks like, because a lot of pinks when it comes to palettes is very either patchy or they don't show up that well. So let me just see how this plays out. And one thing I do want to mention, when you go ahead and tap in the palette, it does have a lot of kick up, which is not bad. Now for me, it doesn't bother me if it does have a little bit of kick up. It doesn't bother me at all, but I do know some people out there don't like that. So I'm just letting y'all know. So let me just add this in the outer corner and just see what that looks like. And so far, it's really pigmented. Then I'm taking that same brown color that I used before right here and just blending out the outer crease, because I still want it to look a little bit more diffused and not as harsh. So I'm just taking this color right here and just blending out the edges. So to deepen the outer crease, I think I'm going to use this black, just a little bit of that black right here, and put that in my outer crease because I want it to look a little bit more dimensional, because right now it just looks a little bit, you know, plain. So let me go ahead and add a little bit of that black to the outer crease, and hopefully it doesn't look too crazy, but no, it looks really good actually. So for the lid, I think I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here. It's like a rose gold pink, and then maybe on top I'm gonna add a little bit of this white, but we'll see for now. So I'm just tapping this on the lid, and the payoff of the shimmer is not the best. Yeah, it's not the best like I was expecting. So yeah, it's not showing up like I want it to, which I'm kind of shocked because when it comes to shimmer, it's usually very easy to work with, more than matte. But I do think the matte shades in this palette are absolutely good. So I may have to go ahead and add a little bit of Fix Plus to this. So going back in for the second time with a little bit of Fix Plus, let's see if that helped it some. And it did help it. So the shimmers by itself, I will say you may need a little bit of spray or something like that to help it perform a little bit better, but by themselves they're not that good. Alright, so to finish up the rest of the eyes, I'm going to go ahead and use the same colors that I used on top of my lids. Underneath the eyes is really simple. So I'm taking a little bit of that mauve shade right here and a little bit of this pink and just smudging it underneath my eyes. So this is a completed eye look, and I really like how it turned out. Like, it looks so pretty on the eyes. But what I'm going to do now is finish up the rest of my face off camera, and I'll be right back to tell you guys how I feel about this palette. I'm sure you guys know how I feel about it, but I'll be back in a second. Alright, so my final thoughts on the Sippin' Pretty palette. Honestly, y'all, like, I am so shocked with this palette. I love how it blends. I love how vibrant the colors are. It's a really good palette. Now for $65, well, I think it's worth it. I'm not sure if it's worth $65, but I do think it's worth probably $42 to $50 just because the quality is really good. Now I do want to mention the shimmer that I did try was a little bit patchy on the eyes, but let me go ahead and swatch the other shimmers and see how they perform, because that will kind of determine how I feel about this palette. Now the shimmers do look like they swatch really nice, but I will say this one that I tried right here, I also applied on the eyes. It swatches nicely, but on the eyes it's not that good. So I'm not sure if the swatches are very accurate. That's the best word to use. But overall, I think it's a great palette, you guys. If you're looking for a great neutral colorful palette all in one, I will say go ahead and get this. $65 is a lot of money. I'm not going to deny that because I didn't even buy this palette. My sister did. So if you want to go ahead and spend your money, I do think it'll be money well spent. I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. I had so much fun filming with this palette. Don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, because y'all know I always forget to say that. And also let me know down below what else you love to see on my channel. So love you guys so much. Don't forget to like, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you guys in my next video.